Fill her up.
You're listening to the GaS Digital Network.
Hello and welcome to GaS Digital, or should I say, oh hey there.
Oh hey, oh.
Welcome to GaS
Hey.
Digital Now. Now I'm just doing Wisconsin, but welcome to GaS Digital Now. I'm fresh back from Canada. Blind Mike here.
Yeah,
Canadian Mike.
and Irish Natalie.
Yeah, should I just go by Canadian Mike?
There's
That's
some actual Irish people over there. I feel like I shouldn't be saying that.
What?
The guest on the gate for next, which has come out now, but it hasn't come out as we're recording this, are both Irish.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
like from Ireland, Irish. At least the one guy is.
yeah.
I filled
think
in
I know
as
who that guy is, but I would have to.
get a closer look.
You'd have to tell me the name.
I don't remember either of their names, if I'm being honest, even though I was in the first 15 minutes of this particular episode because
Oh, I'm
Derek
sorry, bud.
was
Didn't mean to
running
forget your
late.
name there.
Welcome to GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital wrap-up show.
Oh,
We talk
hey,
about
sorry, bud. Welcome to our show.
all the best moments from all the shows that came out on the network this week.
Oh, yeah, bud.
Mike spent a week in Canada. Mike was forced to not work a little bit.
Well, I still did.
Exactly. That's what happens, is he doesn't know how to not, but there was at least 2 days there that he didn't have cell service, that he had to vacation. He was forced to relax.
I was forced into retirement.
He was forced into retirement. They did to you what they did to Biden.
Yeah, true.
How was it?
Good. So it started off with a family tradition of going to a church camp in Nova Scotia. My grandmother went there as a child, so she brought my mom. And my grandfather obviously had gone. And they would take us in a motorhome when we were young. And we would go all up the east coast of the U.S. and then go all the way up to Moncton to my great aunt's house. And then we would turn into, because you have to go up to go back down into Nova Scotia,
Right,
because
around
it's
the
kind of
lake.
hanging off the edge there.
Yeah,
And
not the lake.
no, I think it's the Bay of Fundy. Maybe.
I know about that from Joni Mitchell music.
Either that or the St. Lawrence Seaway? I don't know. Something like that. And this was the first time that I was back in 10 years. I only stayed for the last weekend. And by that, I mean my parents got onto the campground from picking me up at the airport because my parents had spent the whole time
The
there.
whole week, yeah.
So I got there at like Friday at like 4. 'Cause
Right.
we also had to stop to get my dad tacos in Canada, where they really nail tacos. And spent Saturday and Sunday there, and then flew to Moncton to go to my great aunt's because I hadn't gone on that trip yet. Spent the night there, and then we flew from Moncton to Toronto to where my grandmother lives. And then we took a day trip to Toronto with me and my sister, and I had an incident there that we'll get into shortly.
Uh-huh. He's like, I had a diet incident.
No,
You called it a diet incident.
This was
On a
Very
scale from
close.
1 to 10, what level incident was this? Like a 6?
maybe 6.5.
Wow.
Almost a 7.
Wow.
It wasn't, so the official definition of an incident is if people would pull out their cell phones.
Oh, I
and
assumed
film
it
it?
was just like you would embarrass the people around you with how
Well-
seriously you're taking it.
Then it's the 6.
Okay.
But so before that, so they have a talent show on the last night.
Mm-hmm.
My brother was in that, or Friday night, my first night there, they had a talent show, and my brother was in that. It was
What did he do?
my mom's friend Joel is like the king of the skit at
Mm-hmm.
the talent show. He's the skit guy.
Right.
Like 10 years ago when I used to do it,
He was already the skit guy.
I would make a skit and be like, I hope Joel likes it.
It's funny.
And I mean, we did good.
Oh,
But
you were in it.
No, I meant
back
10
then,
years ago.
back in the day.
My brother was the only one in it this year, and whoever the other guy. So basically, my brother was the omniscient narrator,
Love it.
and Joel and someone
role.
else were animals, basically. And so it was like how animals interact with each other. And so they would like start apart, and then they would come close and like interact like
That's
bears,
funny.
and then they would like paw at each other like dogs. They would sniff each other's butts or
That's
something
funny.
like that. Like deer, and they would do the antler thing. And then the last one was humans, and they would go and hug each other. And then he said at a Coldplay concert, and they jumped apart.
That's
that was the
funny.
big
That's good.
punchline.
That's good. I like it. I
And
like it.
I made fun of my brother because he did do a great job, and I do try to give him his props, but also sometimes he gets a little big for his britches.
So you're like, you were all right.
No, I told him he did a great job, and
Oh.
I'm like, you're also he really, because since he's a narrator, he still wants to like
Insert himself into it.
be talented at it. So he ate on the words a little bit, where he'd be like, dogs, parrots. You know, he really
Right, he wanted
ate
to
the
get
words.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really sizzled it. And so then next night, I didn't know what to do because none of my friends are there anymore.
It's all
Actually,
old people. You were like one of the youngest.
One of my friends wasn't there that I usually hung out majority of the time with. But two of the others were there, but we weren't like an official group anymore. All the groups have splintered.
Aw.
And my brother seems to be really the king of camp now.
Aw.
So
That's cute.
he has a whole posse.
His brother's not a kid, by the way. His brother's like 21 years old.
Nope.
20 years old.
He's 19. Anywho's
He's a grown-up. He's not a child.
yes, but
He's a legal adult.
and he's hanging around like similar aged 18, 19
Right.
17-year-olds, including my friend who was a little younger than me back in the day, Declan. And Declan was there also, and my brother and him played speedball in a field that was off of the campgrounds.
Okay.
Apparently, some real adults would play.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are they're still technically teenagers. They're very, very teenager energy.
Right. But they're adults.
But real adults were also playing,
Mm-hmm.
and typically, but when I went, they were not there, and I was like, "Where are all, you said there were gonna be like adults here and stuff?" And they were like, "Oh, they're probably still at the bar," because they say bar like that. They say bar, and I was like, "Oh, where's the bar? I didn't know you were allowed to drink at camp."
Yeah.
And they were
If
like,
not at camp, you got to leave camp to
That's
go
what
to
they-
the bar.
and that's what they said. It's like it's down the street, and so I went
I'm going to find your text.
to check, and it wasn't. No one was there.
Really?
I was like, this is closed. How could they be at the bar?
Right.
It was like empty. I saw someone like sweeping the floor,
okay.
and the lights were off, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And so I went back, and then my sister was like, are you gonna play Mafia with us? Because there was gonna be a Mafia that
Okay.
night. And I was like, I'll try. I'll see what I can do. So I ended up going to Mafia because I couldn't find anything better to do. And Declan was also at that. And so I was like, I thought you said the adults were also going to be here
At the bar.
after they were going to come from Speedball to Mafia. And he was like, I think they're still at the bar. I'm like, when I went there, it was closed.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I think it's in a private room.
Oh, so it's closed except for camp people.
And I was like, what? Whoa, whoa.
That's-
I did the Kyle Bervoloski's
Ooh.
mom from South Park.
oh.
Whoa, what?
Oh, I was thinking Tim Allen and fucking Home Improvement.
No,
Huh?
that's probably a better reference.
It's okay.
But I've only ever seen adult cartoons. So
Keep
I
going.
only know Kyle's mom. Whoa, what?
Keep going.
And who's probably also Sabrina's mom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go back. So after I immediately, because I'm so bad at Mafia, I get out the first round anyway. So I'm like, all right, guys, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. And I like left and went to go see if what was
You
up with the
said
bar.
I'm going to go to the bathroom and never came back.
Well, you'll see what happens. So I went to the bar and I peek around and I see there's a light on, but it's like off to the side. So I'm like knocking on the door and no one's answering. And I'm knocking, and eventually I pull out my cell phone and I flash the camera. Or not the camera, the flashlight.
The flashlight.
And someone comes over and they're like, "We're closed." And I was like,
I know those guys. Sorry. Go ahead. No, keep going.
I was like, "I heard there's people from camp drinking here." And they were like, and they like called someone over and they were like, "Do you know this guy?" And they were like, "Yeah, that's Karen's kid." They were like, "Okay, fine, you can come in."
That's funny.
And they were like, "Holy shit."
Yeah, no shit, guy. Of course they wouldn't be like just opening the door for you willy-nilly.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I didn't say... None of this has been like upset that
Can you take
this
your
was the
sunglasses
process.
Can you take your sunglasses off?
What?
It's hard to read you with them on. I'm having fun. I'm saying, of course you had to knock like crazy to get in, to get their attention, because they're like, "Oh shit, better pretend we're not here," so that they go away.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm telling a story, so I'm including the details to
I like it.
create suspense.
Okay.
And I get in there and they're like, "There's Joel from the fucking the talent show," and I'm like, "Oh hell yeah!" Because I had seen him earlier in the day when we were eating at Wendell's, because there's this like little burger they have like a pop-up stand for that they sell lunch at, and like they're cooking like burgers and hot dogs in the back, and the treat of the day, which was an amino square.
A what?
An amino square.
What's that?
It's like a chocolate coconut brownie treat.
Oh, that's cute.
It's delish. And he was there earlier in the day, and I was telling him how good the skit was and everything, and we were having a good chat. And he's good friends with my mom, I guess. And then I saw him at the bar, and he was like, "Oh shit, this is crazy." And I was like, and I went up to one of the other guys, and they were like, "So, like, we haven't seen you. Like, what is going on?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I work for this, I work in New York, like, for this podcast network."
Right.
And they were like, "Who do you work with?" And I said, "Big J." And one of the guy's eyes, like, bulged. I was like, "You know Big J?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah."
One of my favorite moves to pull.
But I'm like, how does anyone in Nova Scotia know who Big J is?
The internet, baby.
It was I couldn't believe it.
Were they like, "Are you old enough to be drinking with us?" Or they've known you for long enough that they know?
Yeah, I seemed old enough. I don't I look a little older now.
Yeah.
I look at least of drinking age now.
Yeah, especially in Canada, right?
Yeah,
because
it's
cheaper there?
it's 18.
Yeah. Cheaper. I meant younger.
Yeah, it's 18, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
They're also closing up by the time I got there, because I had gotten there so late just trying to figure out what the logistics of the thing. But I was like, "Just give me 2 beers now, and I'll just like, just kind of coast with them."
Yeah.
So you can close out. And I gave him a good tip, because everything in Canada is also cheaper.
Yeah.
For American, the exchange rate. Like,
Yeah.
I looked at my statement recently, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. My beer was $6.
Yeah.
Let's go. And I gave a really good tip because he let me in.
Right.
It was one of the guys' birthday who does the speedball. Sorry, I'll finish the story up in a second
That's
to get to
okay.
the incident.
Yeah, the incident.
But I was just like, I can't believe this guy fucking knows Big J.
Yeah.
Like, now I'm double cool.
Now you're a cool guy, yeah.
Now not only am I Karen's drinking son, or also they called me Christian's brother.
Not as cool as your brother.
I'd rather be Karen's son.
Karen's son is good.
But yeah, so I was double cool for that. But all right, before I get to the last thing I want to say before I get to the incident itself, which was in Toronto. Mm-hmm. We went back and we played Mafia. We did end up playing Mafia with the adults. What I wanted to bring up was how intricate their Mafia is compared to ours that we play.
We are doing like a really modified version of Mafia as GaS.
Correct. As the fans might know, GaS Digital is famous for doing an icebreaker that I'm not a huge fan of called Mafia.
Would you consider that an icebreaker?
Yes, it's an icebreaker.
Really?
I think so. A team building at the very least.
A team building,
it's a
definitely.
team building
But
exercise.
I would assume that an icebreaker is like a get to know each other kind of game, and I don't feel that way about Mafia.
Yeah, I guess this is a team building thing.
Yeah.
I played it at like youth group events and stuff before also. So I didn't know there were so many fucking roles.
There's like a sheriff, right?
So here are all the roles that they had, because they were like, the more people we have, we'll just add more roles. I'm like,
Oh, no, I hate that. It's too complicated.
I know. So the roles are Mafia, obviously, the main person, the people, there's 2 Mafia or 3 Mafia.
Right.
A sheriff who, like, investigates. A doctor who can save. A terrorist. A suicide bomber.
That's not the Mafia anymore.
A prostitute. A vigilante. A medium.
I hate it.
And
Hey, medium's funny.
And a cupid.
A medium is very funny. A medium is a funny introduction to be like, this dead person can give one piece of input.
No, it's that they can talk to the dead.
Yeah,
ask what's up.
yeah. Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What's to keep the dead from just saying who it is?
My sister says that the dead can lie to them, though.
But why would the dead benefit from that?
I don't know, man. I've never been good at this game.
That's crazy. That's too many. What does a prostitute do? Has sex with the people in real life.
I think they, like, take the form of, like, one of the roles or something.
This is a card game.
This
is some shit that Dan would try to bring out.
It's insane. Then there's a difference between terrorist and suicide bomber.
Right, I assume that one involves you have to die also.
Terrorist gets activated when the Mafia chooses to kill them. So then when the day comes, and the other one is the suicide bomber takes out 2 people directly next to them.
That's kind of fun.
It was insane.
It sounds stupid.
Hurt my brain, and
Yeah.
Mafia already hurts my brain, especially when
Right.
Lewis plays.
Yeah.
So let's get to the incident.
Let's hear it. This is last leg of the trip, or
Yes.
second to last leg of the trip.
So I was staying with my grandmother so we could visit my grandfather who has Alzheimer's and is in a care facility.
Right.
And we took a day trip to Toronto. And my sister has a friend who used to go to this church camp but doesn't anymore, but now lives in Toronto. And so we met up with her. And because they're 2 girls and I'm a guy, we kind of had different ideas of what we wanted to do in Toronto. So we went to the St. Lawrence like market together, had some Sammys, some sandwiches, and like looked for like gifts. I got Natalie maple tea.
I had it today, pretty sure.
Yeah, and
That's
I got
good.
my grandfather a picture book of Ontario, because he used to be a photographer, so he loves like looking at like photo books.
They bonded over thrifting. Right?
Yes, that's where we found the book.
Yeah. Mike and the girls bonded over thrifting.
It was so cheap.
Yeah, pretty nice. You leave New York kind of and it gets like that. But yeah.
But I mean, even with the exchange rate,
Yeah.
and this was like downtown
Maine, Toronto.
Toronto, where everything is supposed to be a little like there was a toy car there that was also the same price as the book.
Sure.
So eventually they end up at what is called Winners. Have you heard of Winners?
No.
Winners is like their version of like Marshalls
Okay.
or like TJ
Yeah, or like
Maxx.
TJ Maxx, yeah.
And it's a big department store.
Burlington.
Yes, exactly. I told my grandmother about that.
Uh-huh. About the 2 Burlingtons?
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm immediately bored. And this is like a little bit, it's still technically downtown, but it's a little bit more uptown, a little bit more East Villagey.
Okay.
So across the street from the mall, I found a bar. And I went and said bar, and I was like, I want to take advantage of these happy hour prices.
Right.
And they had like a Pilsner for like $6.
Uh-huh.
So I had 3 Pilsner at the bar to make and I ordered them kind of fast because I wanted to make happy hour.
Sure, of course.
And I was chilling after. I even closed out my tab after I had the 3. And I was just hanging out, listening to the music and just like kind of chilling. checking in at work a little bit. I was fine. I wasn't making a scene or anything. I was borderline silent, if not humming the music every now and then. And then my sister texts me a picture with this shirt and says,
It's too big for you.
do you want this? It's not that big on me.
No, I like the color. I just wish it was a size smaller on you.
I wish it was a size smaller on you. Women.
Okay. All right, cool. I think you look gay in your fucking lilac purple shirt. Would you rather I have said that?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Now we know the truth. That's how you get the truth out of anyone, is you just like mock their voice.
No, I love a purple. I love a primary, or a pastel rather. I love
Yeah.
a pastel color.
This is
Just think it doesn't fit you.
I've gotten stung by 20 bees because they had this is honey to them. They keep seeing honey and
thinking
nectar.
it's a flower. Yeah. Anyway, so you're
Sorry, I just thought of that. It made me crack up.
yeah.
So, my sister calls me and says that she got me the shirt, and which was nice because I paid for the book,
Okay.
so it was only fair. These were about the same price.
Right.
And they asked where I was, and I told them at this bar, and I said it's right down the street from this theater that's advertising like fucking Back to the Future the musical or something.
Oh yeah. That's here too.
Yeah. At this theater. I was like, it's like a block down from there. And they get there, and so I go, because I had already cashed out.
Mm-hmm.
I went from the bar to like one of the tables, and we ordered like apps.
Right.
And as we were ordering apps, I asked if I could get another fucking Pilsner.
Okay.
And they said that I could not, that I was cut off because of something called safe serve.
Oh, so it's like a Canada thing?
I guess.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I'm fine. I haven't done anything.
Right.
Like, I haven't made a scene in here.
Right.
All I did was bring business.
Right.
And, like, I kept asking, and they kept dodging me. And I went up to the bar, and I was like, hey, I just want to know why I'm cut off. And they're like, well, it's too late. You were already cut off, and we trust our servers. And I'm like, okay, but I haven't made a scene, and I brought business. And I started, like, getting annoyed. I'm like, I think this is like, I did not do anything wrong. I don't know why you're
Right.
cutting me off. Like, I haven't acted in any way that would be concerning.
Right.
And then they still, and I said that in maybe a decibel of a louder tone, and the lady goes, you're yelling at me, you're yelling at me. You need to get out now. You're yelling at me. You're being drunk and yelling at me. And I'm like, no, I didn't yell. And I was like, I am not yelling at you. You're being crazy.
Yeah.
It was so irritating to be gaslit that hard. And then I went back to the table, and they didn't kick me out
Right.
because we had ordered food.
Right.
Because we were giving business to them.
Yeah.
It was so infuriating.
Right.
And so after they were done eating whatever artichoke dip thing that they had ordered as appetizers,
Right.
girl dinner.
Right.
Uh,
So your sister wasn't there when you
she was.
she saw the whole thing happen?
Yeah.
What did she say?
They said it was ridiculous.
Oh, they were on your side.
Yeah, but they weren't gonna do anything about
Right,
it.
right,
We were
right.
still
No,
just,
of course. No, I'm not suggesting that you should do anything about it at all.
we were still also just trying to catch up, like talk about how their experience was,
Right.
and just talk. Like,
Right.
we were still being very casual. We were having light conversation.
what I mean
through
is-
this.
What I mean is that she didn't see you talking to this lady and go, "All right, let it go." Like she wasn't on the bar side.
No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't that deep. I just
Yeah.
went over to talk to them.
Yeah.
They just
To be like, "Did I do something?"
yeah, and they just continued their conversation.
Oh,
weren't even really-
I see.
It didn't really make. They didn't care.
I see. I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna Google safe serve
So-
Canada.
Anyway, I went over after we were done, and I asked for the manager, and he like took me aside, and he was like, "Look, I still can't serve you, but we're gonna take care of your appetizers,
Whoa.
and you were gonna take care of your food, but we still just can't serve you." It's just the rules. And I was like, that's fine. That's fair. I appreciate you doing that. Like, the fact that you tried to make up for it is enough. It wasn't that big of a deal. Like, I get it. I know you're just trying to do your jobs, but I just thought...
Did I do something? Yeah.
The way you approached it was ridiculous. And then I went over to the table, and the server completely changed her tone, obviously. And she's like, I heard you guys are going to a show later. I'm so sorry. Because I had just on the phone had mentioned about where the bar was.
Right.
At the Back to the Future musical, so they assumed I was going to.
Oh, that's funny.
They're like, we know you're going to a show later. We're so sorry for this. Put a damper on your night.
Oh.
I was like, yeah,
So
it's
funny.
a bummer. Like we didn't tell them. We all had that like moment where like, shut up, just go along with whatever they say, so we can get these free appetizers. and then we left, and we had free appetizers, and we parted ways. And I was happy off of my 3 beers.
Right. Which you should have been anyway.
Yeah.
There's nothing specific about it. It just says programs emphasizing the duty of care servers to ensure a safe, responsible environment when serving alcohol, including verifying age, recognizing signs of intoxication, and preventing overconsumption.
And I pulled the card out. I was like, is it because I'm visually impaired? Is it because my eyes are all droopy? Is that what it is? And I hope that helped. Even because I told my mom about what happened, she was like, I bet it was that. She was on my side. Because I told my mom, I'm like, I pulled a Karen today.
I don't know if it was. I mean, maybe they thought you were high. That's interesting. I didn't even think of that, but I don't know. Maybe they just saw you and thought that you were like 18 and went, he shouldn't have more than 3 in this bar. I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they thought you were a lot younger than you were.
I showed them my ID.
Oh, yeah, that's
and I
true.
told them I was from the States.
Right. That's true. I have no idea, dude. I have no idea.
But that was my incident.
Maybe you were really pounding them faster than you thought you were.
Well, that's what I was. That's
Maybe
why I
you were
said that
just
at the beginning
going,
of the
like-
story. It wasn't insanely fast. I wasn't chugging.
No.
But yeah, maybe I wasn't pacing myself the way that they want. But fuck you. I can drink it how I want.
Yeah,
to
I'm
drink.
just saying, I'm wondering if this is like a Canadian specific thing.
Yeah, I don't know. But that was my incident. What do you think? Is that an incident?
I mean, I wasn't there, so I think it doesn't sound like an incident. However, like I said, I was not there. It's a very Lewis move to go, I was simply speaking at a decibel a little louder than I was
wasn't
before, and all of
yelling.
a sudden this bitch thinks I'm fucking yelling at her. I'm like, I don't know, maybe you were yelling at her. Like, maybe you were yelling. Who knows? I wasn't there. I think you were fine. I would have been annoyed too, but I also wouldn't have cared enough to go up to them and go, why aren't you serving me anymore?
Yeah.
You know?
It's
not. You're right.
Annoyed.
It's a diet incident. I would say it's a diet
Okay.
incident.
I was a little
and you got
annoyed.
your stuff comped.
Yes, that's a
super win.
my sister's friend loved me for that.
Yeah. That's true.
Because no one
That's
in Canada has balls to do what I did.
That's
There's no
so funny.
Lewis's in Canada.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
I should have been like, you know what they... Well, I couldn't have said this, but I should have been like, I went to Trump Tower and they
And
made
you know what they did? They refunded me and they apologized.
And then they would have been like, oh, we hate Trump up here.
Yeah.
Tariffs, bud.
We're half an hour in.
I had to tell you about the incident.
I know. I gotta hear about the incident.
Anyway, well, what's your first... we can get into the show now. What's your first
I'm
topic?
trying to think if I have any. There was an in-person meeting this week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, where are you going? Oh, you putting there on? I ripped the studio lore. I ripped the holder for the thing off the wall because they stuck the new holder directly underneath the old holder, and you have to slide it out directly up. And it was whoever stuck it in didn't consider that you have to take this remote out of the wall. Studio lore. I got a text with Dave from Lewis earlier this week where he was like, "Hey, can you do a Body Brain coffee ad?" And Dave goes, "I don't remember agreeing to this." And then I don't need to get into all of it, but
I thought it was a funny exchange.
yeah. Lewis was like, just do them as many as often as you can would be awesome, and then Dave's debt to me is paid. And Dave goes, we'll read it a bunch, Natalie. Lewis broke down crying to me about how desperately he needs this. I couldn't say no. And then he goes, this is fun. Let's do Yo MMA again.
Yeah, I like that Dave was the one who initiated
Who was
doing...
antagonizing, yeah.
Well, no, that he wants Yo MMA again.
Yeah. I think
Dude.
he misses it a little bit.
Hell yeah, let's go. Except we replace Lewis with Vic.
Vic! Shout out Vic! Yes, there was an in-person meeting this week that I missed because I always do part of the problem.
But you know who didn't miss it?
Who?
Lewis's entire family.
I noticed that. And also, who else was there? There were a lot of children because Aura was also in studio.
Yeah.
There were like many children.
Lewis brought his sister and her daughter and his son, and I swear Aunt Anne-Marie was recording in B.
And just made them sit outside or what?
With Joe Gorman.
What?
I was kidding. His
I know.
aunt wasn't here.
I know. Why was Joe Gorman part of this?
I don't know.
That's just your.
He's just a
he's just your
guest.
joke. You use him all the time when you're like, he was recording with Joe Gorman, and then Joe Gorman was there.
Because he's here a lot.
Anyway.
By the way, I saw your boys last night.
Which boys?
Mike and Brendan.
Oh, love those boys. Studio lore for you. You want to start with Story Warz? Or is that not coming out this week?
Which one?
The one you were at yesterday.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that another time because I have the game. I'm bringing the game back.
You're bringing the game back.
Unless it's been too frequent.
No, I love it.
Because I have...
I like the game.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think. I feel like I had some other, like, life updates or something. I feel like I did something this week that I wanted to talk about. I don't remember. That's it. Okay, whatever. We can get into it.
We hung out with Jorge one of those Friday.
We went on a date.
Yeah.
We went out. I got us dinner. It was cute.
I usually get the dinners.
He does. I'll cut that because I know that as soon as it came out of my mouth, I went, Mike's going to be offended that I said that.
We share the dinners.
We do share the dinners.
She puts it in a nice little bowl for me on the ground, and I...
lap it up.
Yeah. My tongue is specifically built to do that.
Yeah. Mike takes me on lots of really nice dates, and I just wanted to splurge a little for us.
I wish you would splurge on me.
Yeah. I can't even say hit me up or call me because what's the point of that? Are dating me. Like, what's...
See me in 6 hours.
See me in a few hours. Yeah, exactly.
There was... Dylan started an argument.
With whom?
Do you not know that...
No.
A debate.
Okay.
Were you not here for this?
No.
Okay, so Dylan comes... He's in studio meeting. He comes into all of us who are trying to work, not to sound bitter, but we're trying to work, like especially Frank, who's already slammed because of the website stuff.
There's a new website. We should talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we should. There's the new website. If you're wondering about the app, the iOS app is not in yet, but it will be.
And here's something that I learned from Ralph that I was even having trouble with the website. Apparently, and this is going to be fixed in the updates, but maybe even by the time this comes out. But if you're having trouble copying the RSS, the new RSS feed on an iPhone, you have to use like a Chrome browser.
Oh.
Like download like the Google app on your phone.
Right.
And then like go to GaS Digital through that and copy the RSS link and then paste it into iTunes and it'll work that way. So that's...
Hopefully that's fixed because that's confusing.
I know that it wasn't working for me and I was frustrated because I couldn't download the shows to listen for clips.
Right, of course.
Like, and Ralph told me that you have to get like the Chrome app and then just like copy it that way. So there's that.
New website.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll get better. Don't worry. The growing pains will end. And it'll be fine again. And you guys will forget that it ever happened.
Man.
You always do.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, we can get into the shows.
But soon...
Oh, Dylan, fight.
Soon the growing pains will turn into a website that's 18 and can drink at camp.
Dylan started an argument.
A debate.
Dylan started a debate.
That no one agreed with.
Love it.
That School of Rock is better than Reservoir Dogs. Were you here for this?
Yeah, well, I caught the tail end of it. He goes, which movie is better? No, which movie would you rather watch 4 times in a row? I said probably School of Rock. I think I'd want to... I love Reservoir Dogs. I think I'd want to kill myself if I had to watch it 4 times in a row. I'd feel like that guy getting his ear cut off.
Yeah.
You know?
Watch the goddamn movie.
Yeah. And everyone hated it?
No one agreed.
Right.
Especially Frank.
Right.
And I said it was like... This argument is... Because this really shows who Dylan is, because Dylan would also be like... Why would you go to a nice steakhouse when you could just eat at McDonald's and have a consistency?
Yeah.
Do you want sometimes to have a bad steak at a good steakhouse, or just always have the same cheap burger at McDonald's? Like, I feel like that's his argument.
Didn't you point out that that he didn't finish?
Yeah, you didn't even
School
know
of
the
Rock?
fucking ending of Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, I thought you meant of School of
No,
Rock.
you didn't know the ending of Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah.
He's like,
That's
what are they,
great.
in a fucking warehouse or
Yeah.
something?
I was talking
Well,
about...
I know, and I was making a joke. I'm like, he got to the tipping scene.
Right,
That's what
and he
got
went,
to.
no, I can't
This
do
is
that.
boring.
Yeah.
I want to watch Jack Black.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I meant sorry to him if he's
sorry
watching.
to... Why the fuck would he be watching this? If you are watching this, you should leave a comment and hit
Hell
us
yeah.
up. We'll have you on the show if you can prove that you watched this.
Yeah, you got
candidly.
to come on and defend yourself. We'll be happy to have you.
Someone was talking, I was editing or I was uploading Part of the Problem or whatever, and someone's like, Dave's crushing it. Who would have thought that Dave would have way more followers than the other 2 skanks? And I'm like, yeah, I know, it's crazy. That Dave's doing great right now. It's for a bunch of reasons. He's been on all sorts of shit. And Dylan goes, Jay will pass him, for sure. And I go, all right, relax. Don't fucking say that to me. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Just because your guy you think is going to, you're like, oh, actually, my dog in the race is going to be faster than your dog in the race. I'm like, all
Dawkins?
right, relax.
You mean Dawkins?
Oh, I miss Dawkins.
That
Dawkins
dog
was
in the
the
race?
cutest studio dog. Is that a controversial take?
Um,
I think Dawkins was cuter than Picasso. Yeah.
what about Kuma?
Yeah.
Kuma's
definitely
was
cute.
annoying.
Definitely cuter than any little fluffy bullshit dog.
What about
Oh, are they doing the standing cast?
Jorge's?
Oh, Powell. Powell's cute too. I like big dogs. That's the truth here.
What about
Oh.
Mabel?
Oh, Mabel's cute too. And I was gonna say Lekka too. Lekka's really cute. I like big dogs, obviously, as we can tell.
Yeah.
Anyway, real quick, I got one right off the dome. I have to clown on the gate for, instead of putting out a real episode, putting out a playthrough of them playing MLB The Show.
Best podcast in years.
They have to be clowned publicly. They did not put out an episode. They went, we're going to play video games and stream it and
What do
put
you
that out in
mean?
lieu of an episode.
That's the new kind. That's the new content, baby.
Well, if it's working for them, good for them. But I just had to go, you guys are grown-ass men. Why are you doing this?
You're jealous because you're gonna be left behind when it's all Destiny playing MLB The Show.
Yeah, I have to get back into Terraria and stream that.
Should I be a Minecraft streamer?
I'm 2D Minecraft and you're 3D Minecraft because I'm doing Terraria, which is 2D Minecraft.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look. At least it's something they enjoy.
It's true, which is not podcasting. I was on 15 minutes of this week's episode when this airs, this most recent week's episode, filling in for Derek. And I started with an impression of him.
Ooh.
Not like an accent impression, but I was like, welcome to On the Gay Podcast.
Oh yeah, you do be doing that.
Anyway, I want to hear your question, your first question.
Okay, so speaking of convicts, the regs just came out, and Joe List brought up a pretty good topic.
Oh.
He had them go over which of the regs would play which part in a bank heist.
Oh, that's a good topic.
So I wanted to know here who at Gas Sigil would be our bank heist roles.
What are the parts of a bank heist?
So they
The
had
planner, like the brain,
that was Bobby.
the muscle,
Yeah, that was Lewis.
of course.
The driver was, I think, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joe would be like the hacker.
Lewis is the brute.
Lewis is the brute.
Smack him over the head.
Dan is the smooth operator.
No, me and Dan set this up together. We hired Rat Safecracker over here.
No, we didn't. No,
We
that's
hired
not the
the
game.
driver.
The four of us, they told us we had to do something. Don't change the game.
No, we're not changing the game.
Okay, I like that. I'm putting you as the bait.
Yeah, the meat shield.
Now the meat, more like the distraction.
Oh yeah.
You're the distraction.
I'm just getting. I'm at a bank, being like, oh, only 3 beers. Like I don't even know where I am.
Yeah.
I'm so blind and drunk. I think
Yeah.
I'm still at a bar and I'm just at a TD bank.
Yeah, I'm gonna call. I want to call Alex the brain because I'm thinking of her gathering
She's got a
us in
big alien head?
Jamaica.
Oh, no I'm kidding.
I'm thinking of her being in charge in Jamaica when we all went to the glow in the dark pond, the glow in the dark lake.
True.
She like made sure that everything ran on time.
This is true.
Harrington's muscle?
Harrington's the detonator. He's
Harrington's
the
the
guy.
detonator.
He detonates the bombs, dude.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I
even
think
has,
I
like,
could
the
be the
glasses.
driver. I think I'm a good driver and a fast a maneuverer.
Yeah, you would.
I also don't think that I
drive over a curb.
I crumble under pressure. Says the guy who can't drive. I crumble and I think I would crumble if spoken to in a bank heist. Like if someone asked me what I was doing here, I'm a bad liar, so I think I'm good at in a role where I don't have to interact with anybody in the bank. So I think that the driver would be good for me.
Yep. We do need a muscle though. Who would be the muscle if not Harrington?
Oh yeah, because Harrington's the detonator.
Maybe
It can't be Lewis again. He was already that in the regs scenario.
Yeah, I feel like then maybe G Mike is the detonator.
And Harrington's the muscle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
What were the other? Oh, the hacker. Frank's the hacker.
Frank is definitely,
Obviously.
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah, Frank is the hacker. Frank could be the hacker
Why
in
isn't-
real life right now.
Why isn't Shannon the bait?
Shannon could be the bait.
Hell
I also
yeah.
don't. As Shannon, like me, and I hate to lump her in with me. I don't think she's a good actor. I feel like she would.
She doesn't have to be the bait.
Yeah, but she has to
just has to-
pretend that she doesn't know that a heist is going
She just
on.
had to stand there and look pretty.
Yeah, but she still has to talk to the bank teller. I guess she could do that. That's
She-
not that much acting.
Yeah, she works at a bar.
So then
part-time.
what are you? That's true. Then what are you?
The bag man.
They hand you the bag and you run out? You think you're fast?
I think no, I do like the switch.
Oh, you do the switch.
Hell yeah.
You're like under the radar, like they don't see you
right
at
yeah.
all. Pun not
Oh,
intended.
am I the guy that's coming from the ceiling?
Yeah. There we go. That's you. That's
Like the
good.
Asian guy in Ocean's 11?
Yeah, the
No, that's
Asian
Paco.
guy. No, the Asian guy that fits in the box.
That's
yeah.
Paco, dude.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I like it. This is a good question.
Yeah, I think Paco's the guy, the stunt guy who does all the jumps and
Yeah,
twists
'cause he
and
is like
outs.
An act outs. He was a breakdancer,
True.
so he could like spin on the ground and shit.
Maybe I'm bass.
You're back home with the phone, organizing everyone.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do that too.
So I'm the driver.
You can't be the driver.
I could get away.
No.
Uh,
This is a good one. Who
yeah,
are we
it
missing?
was,
What roles are we missing?
the bag man. What was in fucking
That wasn't a bank heist.
Ocean's 11?
That was a casino.
Ooh. There's got to be a guy who's holding people hostage, right?
I feel like that's different than a heist.
Okay, so someone.
That's a robbery.
Someone has to silence the alarms.
Okay, that's good.
I could do that.
That's you. That's your job. Yeah.
I know how to keep people quiet.
What does that mean, Mike?
Blackmail.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Dave Temple's there. Blackmail.
I like this question. This is a good one.
Yeah, so that was the Regs bank heist, and it was a hoot and holler of an episode.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good jokes. There was a riff that was happening that Dan and Lewis didn't like, and Dan goes, "This is like when..."
That Dan and Lewis both did not like?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Dan goes, "This is like when..."
Rare form.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dan said, "This is like when your kid makes you breakfast, and you have to be like, oh yeah, this isn't good."
That's funny.
And then you have to like put out like a fire downstairs, like a smoking pan, and like there's like
yeah,
butter
you like
everywhere.
spit it out into a napkin when they're not looking.
Yeah, he's like, that's the bit. That's what the bit is. And then I also thought it was equally funny because they, it was a call. He made that joke when it was a callback to the bit that they already didn't like. When they did the bit originally, Dan goes, "POV your friend at work that everyone tells you is funny."
That's funny.
Anyway, so that was the regs. What is yours?
Okay, let's see what I got. I got one for a spook show, I believe.
Ooh.
This isn't really like a discussion question. I just thought that there were a couple things that were said.
The Brood?
What?
They watched The Brood?
Did I say spook show? I meant zoo.
Oh, okay.
It was the one with Doug Urim and Jacob Williams. Shout out Doug Urim. I don't see him anymore now that Lev for Show is not on the air.
Doug Urin.
One, they were talking about... First of all, I thought that it was insane that Zach was like, the Try Guys wife guy scandal. And they were like, nah, I don't know what you mean. And he's like, the Try Guys were like the BuzzFeed group where they would try stupid shit and women would watch it. And then the one guy was, you guys don't remember this? And they were like, no. And he was like, and then he keeps explaining, he's like, and it was on SNL. They did an SNL bit about it a couple years ago and talking about how, he's like, none of you remember this? And they were like, no. And he was like, Shannon, do you remember this? And she was like, no, I don't remember this, but I don't keep up with that stuff. And I was in my car on the drive here going, they did it on Rap. They talked about it on Rap when it happened. And I texted Zach. I go, it's crazy that you're the only guy that remembers this.
Natalie was crying in her car. She's like, no one understands my references. That's what was happening.
All right, I don't.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
It's just funny to imagine you listening to a podcast in your car and crying.
I texted
'cause
Zach.
No one knows your references.
My references, Zach's references.
No, I know. It was a funny image in my head. Crying to me is always a funny image.
And then the other one was that the observation was that he was like the sort of centrist liberals at a party, the ones who aren't too crazy, they like outside activities. They like a fire, they like a barbecue, like they like sitting around in nature. He's like the really annoying liberals are always inside at a party. And I was like, that's a funny observation. I wonder how you feel about that. And then the example he used was that he was talking about his wife's sister's friends, and he said he came into one of her parties once inside, and they were arguing about the definition of consent.
Huh. I would almost say the more radical you are, the more you like outside, and then you get so far radical that you end up right, and then you're outside again, but you're hunting.
I disagree. I like Zach's point, which is that like the people that are still upset about COVID, like that it's still going on, that are still wearing masks, they're not outside.
They all live in Portland.
They're inside.
Portland is all
They have lowered
woods.
immune systems.
I think a lot of them like to go outside. They're all fucking mountain biking.
Yeah, but those people are cool.
Yeah.
That's the point that he was making. He's like, the uncool lefties are inside.
I just wanted to make that joke about swinging so far left, you're right, and you're
I liked
punting.
that one. I liked. That was it. I like Jacob Williams. Shout out to the time that Lewis made me feel his tit.
I didn't know
The
that.
only time I've met him.
I didn't even know that happened. What happened there?
I was an early engineer, and Jacob Williams was on rap, and it was I think it was the first time that he was on rap.
Uh-huh.
Because Lewis was like, "What's this guy's deal?" He's like, "You seem like you would be buff under there." And he's like, "Normally I'd sexually harass Shannon. Natalie, you get in here. Feel his pec."
Yeah.
And he made me squeeze his pec, and I was like, "It's all right."
He does look built.
He's not, unless he is now.
I think he goes to the gym. I've talked to him before.
Yeah, this was like 3 years ago. I think that maybe at the time he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a couple of good jokes. You got to listen for him, but they're good.
Oh, some sniping.
Yeah, that's what he's good for, I think.
What do you remember?
I don't. I was stalling because I was trying to remember what the joke was that made me laugh, but
Okay. Well,
we can go to yours,
I'm going to segue a little bit here.
please.
Do you know about anything that happened on Skanks?
Nope.
You didn't see any clip or anything that I had made?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I don't remember.
So, on Skanks on Monday, Jeff Dye and Jim Florentine were on. And once again, Big J and Lewis got competitive.
In a gay way?
Surprise, surprise.
In a gay way?
Oh, no. But, I guess it could technically be kind of gay to one.
Was it dick related?
No. Men's
Okay.
approval.
That is pretty gay.
But-
Good point.
So, they had a Godfather-Off.
Okay.
It was who's the better Godfather, Kurt Metzger
Uh-huh.
or Nate Bargatze?
Okay.
Who do you think was the better Godfather?
Nate Bargatze.
It was based off of 5 questions that they texted the same questions to both of
Oh,
them.
it's about knowing the kid?
And it was like, who knows the your God?
Then I might say Kurt. I'm not sure. I don't know Kurt that well.
He knew Big J back in Philly. They were roommates in New York, and lived with Jay when he had his daughter when she was.
I'm gonna say him then, because he probably was more in, like, his kid's older.
Mm-hmm.
Are you leading me in the wrong direction on purpose? Are you deliberately fucking red herringing me?
Red Harrington?
Red Harrington me?
Is he back in Italy?
Because he's sunburned, that's why he's red.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Kurt.
Well, it was Nate.
The thing that I started with and you deliberately led me away from on purpose?
I Story Warz, dude.
You did. You mafia'd me.
Well, to be fair, it was because Kurt took it as more of a joke.
Oh, so he
Then
didn't
Nate
answer
did.
genuinely.
No. Well, where all of Nate's were serious. But Nate also said, and if I lose to Kurt, I will set up a trust for James to make sure that I'm still
The better.
proving that I make better life choices than Kurt.
That's incredible. That's really funny.
And then
I'm going to have to show this to my mom.
Yeah.
Famous Nate Bargatze fan.
oh, it was hilarious because also, Big J's ultra competitive and hates losing. So like the entire time when like they were comparing answers, he's going, "You got to remember, Kurt's like doing fucking connecting dots on strings and screaming in his apartment about P. Diddy. And Nate's got an assistant to be like, oh, you want to know James' birthday? I'll have that back to you in 2 shakes of a tail feather.
He's got an assistant.
Yeah, but
He didn't even type this.
But how's his assistant gonna know?
Because it's in a book. He makes him keep shit. He goes, my friends are going to test me once in a while, make sure I'm still a real person. Make sure my heads ain't in the clouds.
They brought up Nate when they were talking about Try Guys on Morning Zoo because they were talking about like famous people that could get away with cheating and ones that can't. And Zach goes, Nate would be fucked.
Yeah, because he's built on family values.
Yeah, and clean.
So he has to take showers.
Yes, and he doesn't have sex ever, even though he has a child.
Well, that was adoption.
Yep. Yeah, tie in there. I gotta send this to my mother now. This clip about Nate's answers.
So, well, some of my favorite Kurt answers were it was like, what is your godchild's middle name?
Okay.
And Kurt goes, Kurt, I assume.
That's funny.
And Nate said James. So James
James.
Gomez.
They call him JJ.
Yeah. And then the other one was what's
It'd be funny if he said Lewis,
yeah.
so that their names are swapped.
Right. What is their favorite activity? And Kurt went weed.
What would Jay consider the correct answer?
He's like, actually, I don't even know.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, she doesn't live with him anymore, presumably.
Yeah. So, what do you, who we've discussed recently because we went to that christening about
Right.
godparents. Remind me, who are yours?
My aunt Cheryl, Josie, and my uncle Dave.
Oh, okay.
So one from each side.
Aha.
What do you have?
I think my uncle that we're about to see
The Chicago one, the half uncle?
and my other uncle's now ex.
Ah. So they still
Yeah.
keep up?
I mean, with my mom,
Yeah.
they don't keep up. My aunt, my
No,
uncle
of
don't,
course.
but
No,
my
I
mom and
mean
my
like
aunt
the
do.
person who nominated her as godmother still keeps up with her.
Yeah,
That's good.
they play hand and foot.
What does that mean?
It's a card game.
Oh, this is a stupid name for a card game.
Yes.
Why do you ask?
I just want to know how you feel about godparents.
I
I think they're stupid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you have a friend, I don't know. I feel like in my family is big, but it's also close. Like we all keep up with each other for the most part. It like didn't really make a difference. Like I feel like if you like my brother's godfather is Greg, my mom's good friend. I feel like that's different. It's sort of like I wasn't assigned to you when we are related, like
Yeah.
by being related. I pick you as as a person who I consider like family to my child.
Sure. But still, I just feel like, I mean, I know every family situation is different. Some people have like fucked up family members that maybe it doesn't make sense to then be assigned to if something tragic happens where they
Right.
lose both parents. But I feel like that's just what grandparents and aunts and uncles are for.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually. I think it made more sense back in the day when like church was a bigger part of your life. You
Yeah,
know?
isn't that just a grandmother is just kind of assuming the role if something happens?
Right. I have no idea.
And then you get into drugs. Like I thought that's what just happens. You have to live with your grandmother, and then you end up on drugs and turn into Derek Drescher.
Did Derek Drescher live with his?
No,
I was gonna say
I'm just assuming
he
a
still
Derek-
talks to both his
a
parents.
Derek Drescher type.
Right. Yeah, I don't have any. Do you have people in your mind that you would pick as godparents if you had kids?
Well, Jake for one, obviously.
You're not gonna still keep in touch with Jake in 10 years.
You don't know that.
I don't know that. You're right. I don't know that.
None of my friends. I mean, maybe Cal,
Okay.
but he's the most responsible. It's like based off of who's the
Never
most
talked to Cal before.
It's like who's the most responsible person I know that's my age.
No, it should be like, who do you see yourself continuing to have a relationship with in 10, 20 years?
Yeah, I don't have.
I don't either. If you're
foresight.
older than us, weigh in here, because like I also don't feel the significance here.
Yeah, it's a tough cookie to
Yeah.
crack. Like,
That's how the saying goes.
it's a really tough nut to crumble.
Can we briefly touch on the fact that Figs and Harrington brawled on TTI over a bell?
Yeah, do you not know the saga of this?
No, I saw
So-
the clip though.
On the
Thing is, ding podcast.
Thing is,
Ding.
they had a family episode a
Right.
week or two back, and on the family episode, they came to a deal because the chat was so adamant that Figs get a bell because now they have 2 bells. And Figs said, "I get the bell, but the only time I'm allowed to use it is if someone pulls a Kareem Green where they think that Shannon is autistic for dinging it, and then instead of him explaining why she's dinging the bell,
He just gets the bell.
he just dings the bell."
Okay. Okay.
I wish I made that up, and I don't have any more explanation to that. That's literally what the the deal was.
Okay. But that's not what the bell was. That's not what the deal was in the clip that I saw. Shannon said you should only get it if you're on time. And he said, "Who's going to take it from me?" And she said, "I'm going to take it from you." And he's like, "You can't take it from me." She's like, "Harrington can take it from you."
I did give Figs the bell today, but I'm sorry, you're going to have to hand it over.
Why do I have to hand it over?
Because you're going to have to earn it by showing up to the show on time.
Wow, that's crazy.
I saw the
Who's
lore.
going to
He
take
was
it from
late.
me? That's the
So-
question.
So you don't
Which
describe
one
it
of
as
the,
hilarious.
Which one of these motherfuckers are going to take it from me?
I will.
You're the only one.
Harrington wants to.
This is a lot of weight. This is a lot of weight here.
It takes 2 moves to stop.
Oh my God, they're running. Holy shit.
Oh my God, they're breaking everything.
Holy fuck, they're
Oh my
running
God, they're
the
breaking
drill.
everything.
Underhooks, swim, underhooks. Let's go. Rip the arm.
Oh my God.
He went for the choke.
Harrington.
Your whole balls, by the way.
Yes.
And Harrington-
She's been trying. She didn't like this to begin with, so she was
She's
looking
right.
for an excuse to not let him have it. That's why she said the time thing.
But is he dinging? How often does that happen? If he only
That's-
dings it when someone calls
I
her
know.
autistic, then who cares if it's next to him? He can't ding it.
I
Ever.
know.
That will never happen again.
We all know.
Yeah, so why not just let it sit next to him silently? If he dings it out of turn, it should get taken away from him.
Well, I don't. I wish. I don't understand it either, sister. I don't get it. But Shannon wanted to take it away from him, so she was like, "Since you were late, I'm taking it away from you." And he's like, "From my cold
You and
dead
what
hands."
army?
Yeah, exactly. And Harrington choked him
Did he?
in the clip. That's what he says, that he choked him.
That's hot. Which is another podcast.
But that did then spawn. The best part of that TTI episode was all the fight stories, because those Canucks had a lot of them.
I heard a couple of them. I was here that day. I heard a couple of the fight stories, which
So-
were pretty funny.
The guests were CJ and Dave Bishop, brothers, Canadian brothers, and I was talking to them in studio yesterday about Canada and my trip. And apparently they know the exact town that my grandmother lives in.
That's cool.
And they said they live like in between that and Toronto.
Cool.
So I got to talk Canada with them, and they had a lot of fights.
Yeah. They did. They sort of were like, sometimes you just got to fight it out.
Yeah.
Seemed to be the vibe of the episode. I don't
A
like.
fair one.
Yeah, I don't like getting in actual fights where there are feelings involved, but I would love to physically fight people more with no hard feelings. I would love to wrestle people.
I just wish I was in shape and coordinated enough that it could just be a no big deal. Just kind of like, it
Yeah.
happens sometimes.
Yeah. I don't like punches, but I would love to wrestle people more.
I would like to just be able to talk a little bit of shit and get in a fight and then just dust myself off and go home. It didn't work out that way the last time I tried it, but it would be nice. It would also
You don't
be-
remember it. How do you know that's not what happened?
I remember I was punched into remembering it.
Oh, I thought you literally blacked out and came to and some guy was trying to get you into a cab.
Yeah, but I do remember that part. I didn't just dust myself off and go home. I had to be helped.
I know, but you were prepared to not accept help.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like he knocked you out.
Because I didn't know what happened.
Right.
I didn't know I needed help.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
I didn't know I had black eye. I was so drunk.
Yeah.
Anyway, I also wish I could play sports. So there's that.
Mm.
But yeah, great fight stories. Check out the episode, definitely.
Big time. Did you have, I feel like I've asked you this on the show before, but he told the story that sticks out to me is the grand gesture, how he got this girl a ring from Swarovski crystals.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever done a grand gesture like that? I feel like you did some grand gestures for chicks that didn't reciprocate it.
I mean, the only jewelry I've ever bought for a woman besides you, which you never wear, by the way.
Yes,
Just
I
wanna
do.
Point that out. Is
I have specific reasons for the timing of when I want to wear it.
which the Valentine story that I've told on here before.
Yes.
Where I got her a necklace from Walmart.
Walmart is tough sell.
And then she forgot that it was Valentine's Day and went out and bought me chocolate or like the candy hearts.
Right.
As
Gross.
my Valentine's Day gift.
Gross. The reason that I don't,
Embarrassing.
the reason I haven't worn his in a while is because it's a long necklace and I need something with a high neckline for it to go over. Like it wouldn't work with this shirt because it would sit right here.
And you need a long
Jacket. I've never done any grand gestures or any like big gifts like that.
Yeah. Wait, not even with your ex?
Nope.
What?
What did I get her?
I don't believe in 8 years. Nothing comes to mind.
What did...
Or 9 years, was it?
9 years. She got, when she transitioned, she got a lot easier to buy gifts for because then I could just get her like clothes and jewelry, which is like easier to buy.
Sure.
Before that, I got her like a synth or whatever, you know, like I got her like instruments here and there. I got her a banjo. That's probably a good
Hell
one. I got her like a full-size banjo.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I got her a banjo. That's the one instrument I remember buying her.
Did she have the little metal things on her fingers?
No, I don't think so.
That stopped them from callousing?
She built my computer that I still use. I guess that's it. But it was not a grand gesture. That was a Christmas present. You know? She never did anything for me for Valentine's Day and rarely did anything for me for my birthday other than be with me.
Well, the difference in this story was it was literally not...
They weren't dating.
They weren't dating. They didn't even go on a first date. He never even asked her out. He just
gave her a ring.
Gifted her. A cold gift.
A cold gift. He cold gifted her a ring. Yeah, that one was crazy. Yeah, tough sell.
You get God every once in a while, folks.
Yeah.
But he did end up going to prom with her.
Yeah, true.
So this is similar to my story of pity prom.
Yes. All right, that's all I have. What do you have left?
Story Warz. We're going to play another round, folks. We've played this game before.
I like this one.
Guess the theme of Story Warz, where I'm going to read and tell Natalie who the story was and what their story is, and she has to guess what the theme of the entire episode is.
Was it the star-studded episode that just came out?
This was with Patton Oswalt, Adam Carolla, and Jason Mewes. Tell the fans while I pull up.
I may know this one as soon as I hear the story. I may have read it on the internet.
Tell the fans, while I'm pulling this up.
What you said about
Jason Mewes. Who the fuck is Silent Bob, for fuck's sake?
He was Jay, not Silent Bob.
Yeah, but who are these characters?
So the other day here's some studio lore. The other day in studio, Mike is like, I still have never seen a Jay and Silent Bob. I go, you've never seen Clerks? And he goes, I thought Clerks was a Kevin Smith movie. And I go, yeah, because a Kevin Smith movie means he plays all the characters and takes all the roles, obviously. And his name is Kevin Smith in the movie because character names don't exist. I'm like, yeah, that is a Kevin Smith movie, and Jay and Silent Bob are in it, and he's Silent Bob. And He's like, this movie came out before I was born. How do you expect me to have seen a movie that came out before I was born?
Exactly. It's like School of Rock.
He was really obtuse.
Well,
in this regard.
I don't know these people you talk about, as my Alzheimer's grandfather would say.
So to explain to you, Alzheimer's Mike, Jay and Silent Bob appeared in Clerks. I don't know if he was called Silent Bob in Clerks. I think he was just Bob and he didn't have any lines. You want to come in?
Hey.
You want to talk about Jason Mewes?
No.
Why are you here?
Would you mind filling in for Harrington real quick to start this pre-record?
So you have to guess the theme. I'm hoping you didn't see like a flyer on Instagram.
I think I may have, but I don't remember it off the top of my head.
You don't remember the theme?
No, not off the top of my head.
Because it does say the theme.
I know. I was gonna say, I'm like, it's very SNL for the way that they do the promo with the theme.
It's very S&M.
Violent. Sadomasochism.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, sadomasochism. Not big dick, small mouth.
No. Okay, so the first story is from Jason Mewes.
Okay. Wait, do you want to spoil who it is?
Yeah. Because you have to guess the theme.
Yeah, but usually you don't tell me whose story it is. You're spoiling for the audience whose story it is in case they haven't watched the episode yet.
Well, whatever.
This first one is fine, but for the next one.
No, I mean, it's already out on YouTube.
That's fair.
Someone in my family was sick and had a live-in nurse. Every once in a while, she would give me a call asking me to meet her someplace where she would have sex with men and squirt breast milk at them. It turned them on for me to watch.
So, whoa, that's a crazy story. Okay.
I'm going to give you Patton Oswalt's story now.
Okay.
I answered phones in a porn warehouse, taking orders for dildos, sex swings, nipple clamps, and fetish magazines. That was Patton Oswalt.
That's a great story. Both great stories.
And then finally, Adam Carolla's story, where they were like, cool guy alert, okay, was... I delivered liquor to a house with two girls sunbathing naked in the back.
Oh, that's cool.
I went into the house to get a better view, but the girls went inside at exactly the same time. I had to hide inside of a closet to avoid them.
Whoa, that's not cool guy alert. It would be cool guy if it was like, yeah, and then they both had sex with me.
Yeah.
It was pretty sweet.
So the first story was
I remember.
Live-in nurse for sick relative. He would go and watch them get titty milk squirted on them. Second one was Patton Oswalt worked at a warehouse where they made like nipple clamps and fetish magazines.
Yeah.
And then Adams.
Sex? Can it be that broad?
Yes, it can be that broad. What are your three?
Sexual deviance. Fetishes. Porn? I don't know. Porn?
Those are your three guesses? Do you want 5 guesses?
Do I need 5 guesses?
Yeah.
It's not just some variation of weird sex stuff?
I can't give any more than I've given so far. There wasn't sex in all 3 of these stories.
Sure there was. They were all sexual in nature.
I guess that's fair.
One was about watching a lady fuck people, one was about seeing naked women, and one was about shilling porn products.
I guess.
They're all sexual in nature.
There's a loose thread.
What's the loose thread that's not sex? Jobs? Odd jobs?
That's 4.
That's my guess, and suddenly I think that that's the answer. I think that I read that somewhere. That's my final answer. I don't need a 5th guess.
Wait, what?
I don't need a fifth guess. It's like jobs that aren't your main career now.
But there's how.
That's the end. I read it. I remember it.
But the first one has nothing to do with jobs.
Yeah.
The first one was just breast milk squirt.
No, but she worked for some. Fuck. It's like part-time labor or something like that. I know it is. Don't stop gaslighting me. I read it. I remember it suddenly. Part-time jobs.
That's 5.
Yeah.
So Natalie got pretty close. If everyone else knows, it was day job.
Day job. Part-time job. Day job. Part-time jobs counts.
What if
That's
I
a win.
said sex?
I know it wasn't sex. As I was saying that, I can picture the flyer. And I also remember the one of the clips was like, it was like, this guy seems like he would have had this job.
Yeah, Corolla.
Yeah.
I think Adam Carolla has warehouse energy through and through. Just whatever it is, I can see you just on the floor. It's really in your space.
Why you guys all? Whoa. I hope I'm
First
right.
off, the notion that I could get a job that was indoors is completely off the table.
Yeah.
That was the
warehouse story. Yeah. No?
Oh, it was the warehouse story.
It was the warehouse story.
But that was Patton's story. So they weren't
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
not correct.
Yeah.
He fooled them.
Yes.
So what inspired this to bring the game back this week was because of Jason's story, where they were like, "How is this a day job?" And he's like, "I got paid to watch."
Oh, that rules.
He was like,
that rules.
Because the guys wanted to get it was like a specific
Cuck
client
thing.
that wanted to get watched doing it, so she paid me.
Wow, that rules.
Yeah.
Or did he hate it?
I think he liked it enough.
Yeah. He wasn't like, it's a living. He was like,
No,
this-
yeah, it's a living.
He was like, no, this is cool, and I like that I get to do this. Yeah.
Ah, that's a good joke.
Because the milk thing is so niche that I could see someone being like, I don't know if I want to see that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I would be weirded out if it had titty milk involved.
It's
I'm
not
not JJ.
Flattering.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
JJ.
What? Is not flattering him?
No, I was tagging onto what you said.
Yeah.
And just say at JJ.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Mommy milkers. Is that a good JJ?
It's good. It's not your best, but it's good.
I saw him Monday actually at the stand for Skanks. I have one other, but we're out of time anyway, right?
What is it? You can make it quick.
Just what Josie was talking about with the Whatever podcast on HSR.
Oh, that was crazy. Every time I see a clip of her on that, I give it a like.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the one from HSR where she was like, this is like MK Ultra. It's a psyop. They make you starving and the only thing that they let you eat is ring pops.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
The ring pop thing is crazy.
That's crazy. That's
And
so crazy.
that he only flew her out.
He didn't pay her to be there?
He didn't fly her back.
Oh, he didn't fly. He flew her out but didn't fly her back.
He
That's
only
crazy.
flew her out, paid. She had to pay for a hostel.
Wow.
He didn't buy her a hotel or anything. He only paid for the flight.
Right.
And then didn't pay for the flight back and said, you only get paid to be on here if we ask you back. And then we'll pay you for both appearances.
Whoa. So that's why they want you to be docile and cooperative.
Yeah.
Good for Josie. Good for her. That's crazy. Fuck those guys anyway, but fuck them especially for that.
Yeah, she was on the episode, she was like, that guy definitely actually hates women. She was like,
oh, yeah.
She was like, I really actually went into it thinking it was like a two-way grift.
Right. That the women also get to grift.
And that this guy is he just clip farms. Like, I just thought it was like, but she was like, no, this guy is actually looking to like, be mean to women.
Yeah. Wow. Whoa. Good for her.
Yeah, she said the reason that he knew, she said the reason she flew under his radar as a comic was because he only saw her Halloween costume stuff, her cosplay stuff.
So he invited her on not knowing that she was a comic?
Correct.
Incredible.
And so that's why she was able to kind of like
wow,
get back at him because
that's amazing.
He didn't know that she did crowd work.
Wow, get fucked, guy. Yeah. Do people actually watch that show in full, or do they just see the clips?
She said that it's a live stream, and he made over $16,000 throughout the live stream.
Yeah, I believe that. Wow.
And that there's hundreds of thousands of people watching the live stream. Maybe not hundreds of thousands, but at least a lot.
Tens of thousands at least.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow, good for her.
Yeah. And it's 9 hours long.
9 hours long?
9 hours.
Straight?
Straight.
Why?
They're just because they want to break you down psychologically. So by hour 7, you're saying something.
Right.
And also,
I could talk for 9 hours.
It's
not on an empty stomach,
hey,
but
sister,
I could talk.
We know.
Also known as GaS Digital before we edit.
Also known as our car ride home.
True. I'm glad I don't have to drive for 9 hours.
True.
Oh, thank God.
What was I gonna say?
Took his sunglasses off.
9 hours, and it's also because she said that like it's a way to like just in case they don't get any clean, good clickbait sound bites, they can just stitch them together from different words throughout the episode.
Whoa.
To make you sound bad by just like
cutting it into something else. Yeah. Wow.
Like, herky jerky.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. It's so out in the open.
Yeah.
Good for her for actually doing it. I would never have done
expose the whatever podcast.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. Good for her. She's fighting the good fight.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, Joanna Angel was great. I thought she was very funny.
Yeah. And do we talk about the porn stream that happened afterward?
I don't know. I heard about this secondhand. Tell me.
So Joanna Angel had rented Studio C immediately after HSR to film OnlyFans content. Not through our recording system. She just needed the room. And so Fago was going to do Notes of a Goon afterward, and so they decided to record Notes of a Goon in the booth while live reacting to Joanna Angel filming porn. And they brought Josie on.
Hilarious.
So it was Josie, Chris, and Harrington trying to have a podcast and also live reacting to porn happening.
So how did they just pull up her live stream? Like her
No,
OnlyFans?
she was in, they could see her. She was in Studio C and they were in the booth for Studio C.
Oh, and they recorded Goon
from the booth.
Oh.
With the webcam.
Oh.
Yeah.
How funny.
Yeah, so I left early. I left before that, but it sounded pretty funny.
Yeah, Jorge said they were here until 4 a.m.
Well, Jorge and Chris were here until 4 a.m. I think they wrapped at like midnight.
Yeah.
And then he and Chris were just powing around until 4 a.m. being bros. Guys being dudes. Barely, in Jorge's case.
Apparently, there could be a Just the Jorge's coming soon.
Yeah, exactly.
I made a different joke off air that I'm not going to make now, but let's just say it rhymes with tips and relates to Jorge's ethnicity. So
that doesn't rhyme with tips. That doesn't rhyme.
So,
I think this has been GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital Wrap-Up Show. If you liked it, you think we got there, you should subscribe to GaS Digital Now on YouTube. We're at 8:30 right now. We're getting to 1,000. When we do 1,000, we're gonna... I meant to plug at the top of the episode. Subscribe to GaS Digital Now on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers because we want to do a really fun live Q&A.
Yeah.
So you should subscribe.
Remember, after that, we want to do at 3,000 live lie detector tests.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think we gotta aim them small. They're gonna get overwhelmed if they gotta get to 3,000.
But you at least want to dangle other
carrots.
Yeah.
Okay. Natalie DeChico edits on Instagram, DECICCO _edits, and watch my other podcast, That's Hot. Mike?
Listen, fellas, and
sparse ladies in the audience.
Felinas. I apologize earlier if I was yapping too much about Canada, but I hope at least a morsel of it was entertaining. And if you like what all of the shows that we discussed today, follow us also on GaS Digital at GaS Digital on Instagram and Twitter. I'm posting the entire election from Legion of Skanks right now on the GaS Digital YouTube channel, so subscribe there at GaS Digital Network and comment what you want to see me post, what classic clip you want me to see post next, and follow me at That Blind Mike. That's all. Thanks.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Oh, hey there. Sorry, bud.
Hey there.
Oh, yeah, bud. That was a podcast, eh?